welcome to the TheGeeksAttic. And we're live. Adam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. It's weird.
It's longer than I've been, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was getting used to it, getting comfortable in front of a camera and a microphone in front of people live. And now I feel uncomfortable again. We got Jeffrey Watson. Howdy, Jeffrey. How's it going? Just going to let some people see if they filter in here for a minute. Lots been going on since the last stream. Some Star Wars news happened. I got in trouble with Star Wars. A book was released. Yeah, I know. That was an accident. Been reading a lot of different books. Got into a new franchise, which some of those reviews have been posted already on the channel. And you've also been dabbling in a couple different franchises over on your channel. Indiana Jones and
Yep.
James Bond.
Yep, gonna be Godzilla soon too. So
Godzilla, yeah. You did you do a Godzilla book haul?
yeah, I did.
Okay, I can't remember. So that big, you got a nice book. You discussed that one?
Yeah, I got 3 Godzilla books, and to find the last one in that particular series was a challenge. And let's just say it's the most expensive book I have.
But worth it though, right?
Yeah.
It was worth it. So, okay, what do you think's going to be better, Godzilla, the Indiana Jones series, or the James Bond series?
Well, I've been.
It seems like a tough question, I know, but I mean, what are you enjoying the most?
So far, the James Bond books.
Yeah.
I started the Indiana Jones books. It was good. I'm excited to still read them. It's just off to a rocky start. If you saw my review.
Yeah, I saw your first review there, and I was just thinking, because we had talked in the past of I should get in all those Indiana Jones books. It sounds fun. After we read Raiders of the Lost Ark over on the Paper Movies channel and had a great discussion about that, I was surprised. There were some things about the book that I thought were a little bit weird, but overall the story was fantastic. And I was thinking, oh, maybe the rest of the books are like this too. And you said, oh, I'm gonna get these things. So I thought, I'll let you be the guinea pig. I'll see how the first couple of reviews go before I dive into it, because it could be hard to find some of those Indiana Jones books.
Yeah, I remember getting my buying most of them around my birthday. I just kind of went into a little online shopping spree there, and it was a process to get all those at a reasonable price. And some of them are used, and you can clearly tell by the quality of them, of how they look. They're used. Like some of the second book, wherever it is, I have it somewhere, but it's got like a red crown colored in the front page of it. But,
Yeah.
So
yeah, somebody's kid got a hold of it, most likely.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, though.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of these books are really hard to find, and when you do find them, they're usually not in the best of shape. I've discovered this with the James Bond books, and it could be like that with some Star Wars books as well. But like the 007 stuff, which you've been collecting, you've been helping me collect. A lot of these things are old and beat up. Some of them are in great shape, but we both reviewed Casino Royale so far. I was inspired by Noah from Quality Autism and Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions, and you, because you had a little bit of knowledge of 007 before you jumped into the books, because you were a big fan of the films, right?
Yeah, I used to watch all the films, and I played the video games quite a bit. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, my only knowledge was GoldenEye, the Nintendo 64 game, and then hearing them talk about the books and just like going on and on about it. They just started their podcast, Live and Let's Discuss. I haven't dived into listening to that stuff yet, because I wanted to get deeper into the book series, so I don't get spoiled by a lot of stuff. Hey, small time in the comments there. How's it going? But I'm 4 books in, and I'm enjoying everything so far. it's surprising me. I never thought that I would read a James Bond book. You know, of course, when I was growing up, I never thought I'd read any books because I thought books were stupid. And then discovered Death Troopers, and then got obsessed with Star Wars books, and then moved on to other things like novelizations and now 007. You know,
Yeah,
it's fun.
I read Casino Royale just a long time ago, just to say that I read a Bond book, and I was at my job that I was working at the time. It was very boring sit down type of job, so I was just kind of just sitting there reading,
Yeah.
and then I revisited it and for when I did my review, and it's so good, and I'm already now two, three, four, five. I'm already on my seventh book. I just started
Wow.
Goldfinger. Here,
Nice.
there we
Nice.
go.
Yeah, you get the nicer copies, newer editions than the ones
Oh,
that I've got.
I just happened to chance upon those. Like I've been wanting to collect them, and I've had a few Bond books that were in like little omnibus hardcovers.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the bookstore one day and they had like the whole 13, or they had all but one, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I got to get those. And then I just ordered the last one or two that I was missing, and
Nice.
it's a process, but they're really engaging.
Yes.
Like it's just I like that Ian Fleming just really he dives into these stories. Like it's just he doesn't waste all the time trying to build up to something. He just kind
Mm-hmm.
of barely builds up to it and then just goes for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even like a Casino Royale, I was concerned thinking that I was going to get lost. Talking about gambling and just spy stuff. It's always kind of like, I don't know what they're talking about. But with this first book, Casino Royale, he just basically tells you like in the first chapter, like, here's the problem, go fix it. Like you give you a nice little rundown of what's going to happen, who the bad guy is, what's he look like, and all this stuff, and then we get into it, and it's not action packed. To me, the real action really started. There's some in the second book, Live and Let Die. Moonraker has some good stuff, but to me, the most action packed that I've read so far, out of the 4 that I've read, has been Diamonds Are Forever. Which I've only got the first 2 books reviewed on the channel. I need to catch up with my Moonraker and Diamonds Are Forever, but I finished Diamonds Are Forever just a couple days ago, which we could save our thoughts on all those books for our reviews because you're going to be reviewing them on your channel. We'll be reviewing them over here, and eventually we could talk about all these things.
Yeah, I'm about to work on my review for Live and Let Die. I've already made the thumbnail. I just gotta get it all recorded. So
nice, good. What have you been reading between James Bond and Indiana Jones? Anything?
Just the paper movie stuff. Like I'm still trying to get through. I finished GoldenEye, which let's just say reading a Bond book written by one author as opposed to another author, I'll just say, yeah, just wait till the episode when we record it to get my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have special guest, Noah from Quality Autism on there.
Yeah. And other than that, I finished GoldenEye. So I've been reading, I'm still working through Godzilla versus Kong novelization, which actually it's out in my living room because I've been reading it out there, and I'm halfway through it. So, oh, nice, yeah. But I did finish this in one day. Oh yeah, I also started Daredevil, the novelization.
Oh, nice.
And but I started and finished this in like 2 or 3 hours, and it was the novelization to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice. I got to read that one. I've been looking forward to that.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Continue.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was a fun read. I won't give like my full thoughts on it, but yeah, it was fun to read through.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. Got to have that on a good discussion with paper movies. Maybe like a little bonus episode with that or something else.
Episode like 12.5 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been doing the same. After I finished that last Star Wars book, The Approaching Storm, I took a break from that. I was reading a little bit of my fantasy book over here that I've got, An Echo of Things to Come by James Illington.
That's right. Yeah.
And I haven't made it very far at all because this is my leisure reading, I guess you could say. Taking my time, not taking notes because I'm not going to review this one. It's just a book for me that I want to take my time with and not worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got Joey in the comments. Horror Lord, how's it going, Joey?
Oh, hey, Joey.
I also finished James Bond, GoldenEye.
Yeah, you
had a
watched
schedule. I watched the film too. Yeah,
yeah.
that was interesting.
I actually watched Doctor No last night. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I thought since I played the game on Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, which I completely forgot the story, no idea. Watching the film was definitely a refresher for some of those levels I remember playing. But then reading the book, getting into that, we'll have another discussion about that on another channel. I also finished Godzilla vs. Kong, which got to watch the movie and then read the book. I won't get into that because stuff is coming for that one here and over at Paper Movies. And then there are some new books that I received. This is why I didn't jump into another Legends book because I planned on it. And the next one in line is Attack of the Clones, which I'm not really looking forward to. It's another novelization. Fine. I do have it on audiobook, so I might listen to it. But I'm not looking forward to it. It's not the greatest film. I'm one of those guys that preferred the Phantom Menace over Attack of the Clones, even though I saw Attack of the Clones in theaters 5 times when it came out. It's a little crazy. But I knew there were some other books coming out, like Thrawn Greater Good, which is the second book in the Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy. I enjoyed that one. I liked it. Thought it was great. There's some issues with it, but overall, good quality stuff from Timothy Zahn. He knows how to expand stuff out of what we know, but it's still familiar. So if you like the Star Wars canon stuff, folks, or you don't like it, I still recommend that you read Zahn's stuff because it flows. It could flow with the expanded universe and the new stuff. It's my opinion, anyway. But I knew that was coming out. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I forgot there's one other book that I've been reading. It's kind of sort of leisurely reading, but I am planning to review it. I've been wanting to read this book for a while. It's by Kevin J. Anderson. It's called Enemies and Allies. It's a Batman and Superman story that actually takes place in the 1950s. So it's kind of like it's just kind of like a classic comic book in a book form or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Another reason why I didn't start, because I knew after I read Greater Good, like continuing with the expanding universe stuff, is that the new High Republic wave is coming. And I did get some advanced copies for the High Republic stuff. Race to Crash Point Tower by Daniel Jose Older.
Nice.
Got this in, I think, Tuesday, maybe Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. What is today? Thursday?
Yeah.
I'm about 70% done with this one already, which is nice. This is a junior reader book. Can't talk about this stuff until the 26th of May, which we'll get into that here in a second. And I also got from Justina Ireland, Out of the Shadows. This one comes out in July, but can talk about it on May 26th, which is cool. That's like really early to talk about for a book in July. But for Greater Good, I found out why I didn't get a physical copy sent to me. Apparently, I broke the embargo rule for Alphabet Squadron Victory's Price. Did not know that I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I scheduled it for midnight on the day that embargo lifted. But I guess midnight might be the reason why, because it's midnight. It's not in my time. Midnight at my time. It's West Coast.
Right.
So it just shows that they're watching, listening, whatever. They're doing something to where they knew it came out early. So yeah, I apologized to Del Rey, and they said you're forgiven. So don't break the embargo rule again. So business day, business hours is when reviews will drop for the newer things. Gonna have to check those dates and times twice. I don't want to be doing the wrong thing. Cheats out other reviewers too,
Right.
So yeah, sorry, folks, for breaking the rules. Didn't mean that. But there was another book that dropped on Amazon. I mean, I don't know. It was up there for a couple weeks, and then it got pulled by Disney. I don't know if it was Disney or Del Rey. Somebody in power pulled this book down. It's Star Wars: The Heart of the Jedi by Kenneth C. Flint, the author. So there were some good descriptions on that Amazon post from the guy who posted it, saying that it wasn't the author. I guess just some fanboy that loved the EU and wanted to share the story. It said that there was a PDF version available on a website, and I can't remember what it was. StarWars.net, maybe?
Was it StarWarsTimeline.net?
StarWarsTimeline.net?
Because I remember the guys over at the Expanded Universe posting that. Like Twin Suns sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's at. It's over there. It's like not a PDF, I don't think. It's just like on the website. The whole book is just keep scrolling, and that's the book. That's insane. Wow. So apparently this book has been on the internet the entire time. Not for publishing, in a book format, but on the web.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's just wild to me.
I know, and it's just weird, like, because you can have like literally the entire Expanded Universe book collection, but yet there's just that one book that you just don't have, like in physical copy. You could find a way to read it, you just can't own it.
Yeah.
Until recently, yeah.
It's crazy. People just find a way to do all sorts of things. I don't know what the crime is on that. I don't know if that's going to be some sort of fine that the poster's going to have to pay. Surely not jail time. But, I mean, there's got to be copyright laws, right? What are those copyright laws? I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anything on the inside of like Godzilla versus Kong. It just says no part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means without the prior written permission of the publisher, nor be otherwise circulated in any form or binding or cover other than that in which it published, and without a similar condition being imposed on the subsequent purchaser. Huh. Well, doesn't say what the crime is, but I'm sure there, or the punishment, I should say, but I'm sure there is one.
I mean, I'm no expert. I mean, my guess is something like that would probably start off with like a lawsuit or something like that to whoever. But
Brady Perkins says this book is going for $500 on eBay. That's crazy. That's all I can say about this is that it's crazy and insane. Dak303 says it was released online for free in 2015. There was a Lulu printing of it in the last. I got to move this over. It lasted maybe 3 days in 2015. This Amazon was far longer. Small Time says soon we'll hear the story behind the book getting posted. Yeah, I'm ready to hear it. Somebody's got the inside scoop.
I was about to say we're about to get a documentary or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Somebody needs to make that video and post it on Amazon, free to download.
We'll call it the Lost Jedi. The Lost Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
I mean, I would watch it. Yeah, and I saw the YouTube channel Star Wars Timeline, he actually interviewed Kenneth
He
C.
did,
Flint
yeah. That's
recently
right.
about writing this book. I haven't watched it yet, but I just saw that he.
Yeah, I started watching it. I need to finish it, but it's funny because the author actually starts to give little spoilers, and uh, Ben, he said he's like has to shut him. He has to shut him down. He's like, hey, let's kind of save some of the stuff for the readers. So he's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. But it's a really good interview that he's got over there on Star Wars Timeline. Brady Perkins, I hope they do the Hungarian Han Solo books as physical copies. That'd be cool. Yeah, and Adam, you might remember, didn't Noah say that there are German special like books, right?
I
Or is that just
remember him.
Indiana Jones?
I was about to say, I remember him saying there's German Indiana Jones books. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
can't remember
probably
if he
not.
said. I can't remember if there's Han Solo ones.
Hadak 303. I've been covering the Amazon rankings numbers it was doing on the expandeduniverse.com. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, I heard it sold really well. Like, I didn't see what the last number was before it got pulled, but it.
yeah. It's like
I,
as far as I know, it was like I think it hit number one on best
yeah,
selling adventure, sci-fi and adventure, and I think number 24 or 26 best selling overall on Amazon.
which it was insane because it was not meant to be sold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a German young adult novels.
Oh, okay. Of Indiana Jones or Han
Indiana
Solo?
Jones.
Because whenever go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have nothing. So it peaked at number 3 on the science fiction adventure and number 26 overall. Okay. That's just unbelievable. I can't believe Del Rey, Disney, whoever is in charge of all of this, isn't like, let's just publish it. Let's slap the yellow banner on it and give it an official publishing. Give the fans what they want. I mean, why do these bootleg things? Going under the radar. Just make it official. Just do it. It's more money in their pocket. The description said that the money was going straight towards printing for Amazon. Not they didn't make any money off of it. So
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, like I have no idea why they do. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have their reasons, but like I said, it is like I mean, I didn't even know this book existed until you and Jeremy and Noah just like dudes,
yeah,
guys, check this out. And I was just like, oh, cool. I know that they've recently they're starting to re-release Legends books in a
yeah,
different like they're which I'll be
decisive.
on. Yeah, I'll be honest. Some of those covers do look good. I mean, they made the Shatterpoint cover look good.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a fan of the Darth Bane one though.
Well, I've got them right here. We could pull those up because that's something I've been wanting to talk about. Let me get those pulled up here. The first one, we'll do this. Shatterpoint.
Yeah, that looks better than the original copy.
Yes, definitely. This is by Matthew Stover, who also did the Revenge of the Sith novelization.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. That everybody's talking about how great it is. I need to dive into that one, but I gotta push through the other stuff first. But yeah, the art looks fantastic on that one. Like I said, the broken glass looks cool. Some smoke rising up. The other one, it's up there. I'm not going to worry about it. But the other original art, yeah, looks like a bad Photoshop job. Yeah, these new books are going to be the new trade paperback sizing. So they're going to be taller, thinner, a little bit, I guess, wider.
Kind of like the 007 ones.
Right, yeah, like that. And they said that they're gonna come out with a couple of them at first. Let's go ahead and pull up a different one. which, you know, I would like to get. I mean, honestly, I'd like to get all of these, but I think they actually posted on Amazon the pre-order links for this next one here. It's the Thrawn, Heir
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Empire, which I know people have been complaining about the Thrawn's eyes again, because
What's wrong?
apparently Thrawn's not supposed to have like pupils or irises or
Oh,
whatever. It's to just be all red. And yeah, for some reason, the new copies, new everything with Thrawn has like eyes. I don't care. To be honest with you, you know, it's like whatever.
yeah,
You
because
could
here's
just,
the original one,
yeah,
or one of them, the
that's
reprints.
like is that a trade paperback size or
Mass
no?
market paperback.
Okay, because yeah, I've got the like original one with the ugly cover. I'm turning around. I can't reach it. I've got the real
Yep.
ugly blue cover.
But yeah, it does. Thrawn doesn't have any pupils.
Right.
So, I mean, I like the concept of that. Like, I thought, the green lightsaber thing looked kind of cool. I mean, but
I like
I
the
mean,
header too. I like the new header that they have at the top there.
yeah.
You know, keeping the things look consistent,
Excuse me.
which is one of my things. I always like things to be consistent and look the same. Let's see, DAC 303 says there was a 12-hour period from late in the night, May 3rd to early May 4th, and a second period from May 7th to the 9th that it was the best-selling Star Wars book on Amazon. Yes, that's right. And Light of the Jedi did a 90% discount on the Kindle edition. I believe that was the May 7th.
So
No,
basically, it was
May
like
4th, I think. I would think it was May 4th on the Star Wars Day when Light of the Jedi was just flying past everything else. At the end of the day or late afternoon, they did a 90% discount on Light of the Jedi, and that's when it started to rise to the rankings.
I tell you, man, it's sometimes those digital books that you can get even the most rarest book for very cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
because I did that recently too. So
Yeah.
with another book. So
Small Time says, Dylan, you were all over it. Okay, yeah, so DAC 303 is Dylan. Okay, makes sense. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, I was following what you were saying. You were sending me stuff. It's great, great stuff. Brady Perkins says, I'm going to read it when the unabridged audiobook comes out.
read by Mark Thompson. Yeah.
DAC 303, Canon Thrawn has pupils, Legends Thrawn doesn't. This is a good way for people to say, well, this Legends Thrawn does. I'm sorry. That's not cool. But I enjoy that cover for this new Heir to the Empire. I think it looks nice.
I like the design with like Luke holding his green lightsaber.
Yeah.
Kind of a callback to. Oh,
yeah, like the early posters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. It's my favorite Luke, I think. The black suit, the green saber.
Mm-hmm.
A Horror Lord, Joey says, speaking of pre-order Amazon links, I saw that you posted about Halloween Kills. Yeah, there's going to be a new novelization, Halloween Kills. I think the release date is October 13th, maybe? October 9th, something like that. That's exciting
around
for
Halloween,
yeah, it's exciting for the novelization fans.
Yeah,
We've got one more. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just recently bought.
Okay, I don't know if I'm frozen or if Adam's frozen.
Bought the original Halloween. Can you hear me?
You just recently bought the Halloween?
Oh yeah, I just recently bought the Halloween and digital, and everywhere else you can't find that book.
Right. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's super expensive. Here's Path of Destruction, book 1 of the Darth Bane series. See, you said you didn't like it, but
no,
I like that. I think it looks cool.
I'm sorry, I can't get behind it.
It looks better than the first book. The original Darth Bane book's fine. Book 2, however, I don't know. Book two, The Rule of Two. I don't know why the artist did what they did, but it looks so bad. You got to admit this looks better than that, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Is that it's just it looks like it was a crappy video game capture, and they tried to Photoshop that somehow. But I mean, I like this. It looks like a watercolor mixed with charcoal, maybe.
I just don't
So
know why I'm not a fan of it. I just when I saw him, just like, I mean, it's just I don't know.
close up face. You just don't like the close up face.
I just I don't know. It just after reading these, I just don't feel like it, fits. But that's just me.
See, I love the Bane trilogy. To me, like that his character, everybody likes to think of Bane as just this hardcore bad A that just. I mean, it was a tragedy. It's a sad story overall. When you really think about it.
Yeah, I liked in the first book, it's just you actually see a journey to becoming a Sith. It's not just like,
Yeah.
and it's not easy, and I like that. I like that we
Mm-hmm.
kind of get some insight into that. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Small Time says, do we even need to say what book should get an Essential Legends collection release? Transdimensional, golden, scaly, and gelatinous. No, we do not need the Crystal Star. I need somebody to create a really artsy, like artsy fartsy cover for the Crystal Star. You've got to. Somebody just go ahead and do it. Just do it. Make me feel like they need to do it. I hate the Crystal Star. So, it was funny. Me and Adam, we went to the bookstore, and I dropped the video on my channel. I said that Adam had hacked my channel because we saw each other. He filmed me holding a bunch of copies of the Crystal Star. I think that same stack was still at the bookstore when we went again just last week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all those Crystal Star copies.
You got revenge on me for that. You stole the very rare novelization that I found of the Nightmare on Elm Street film novelizations.
Yeah, you're such a lucky dog finding these things. Galad Pelion has never been on a cover for an English printing of Star Wars book, and I hope they change it with these new covers. That would be cool. That'd be nice. Because, why do we need Thrawn on every book that he's in? He's not on Outbound Flight. Is he even on the original Thrawn trilogy books? Or any of the Legends books? Not the one that you have, Adam, but now I don't know. I know that he's on every cover of the new canon Thrawn books, which, the new stuff, it's more of like a silhouette, but it's still Thrawn,
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to me that they're coming out with the next book is the one that just came out, Greater Good, has a red and black dust jacket. The third book is also going to be a red and black dust jacket. That's weird because the first one was white, red, and black. I thought they would have gone with like the last book maybe being black and blue, maybe, because Chiss are blue, but no.
So, is this a sequel trilogy to the original Thrawn books and canon?
It's just
because I thought I remember
this is a prequel.
Oh,
it's
okay.
A prequel, but this one of the books, the first one actually kind of ties in with another one. I'm gonna have to look at the timeline because I might have put the books right next to each other, and there might be a little bit of a gap I need to look at.
Because I haven't read any of the Thrawn books in canon, but the last time I do remember there at one point there was like a big deal about like the dust jacket. If you flip it over, it's the same cover with Anakin, and on the other side it's Vader.
Yeah, it was like a special celebration edition because they have a run-in together.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Vader and Thrawn. Yeah.
Bull Run 27. Hi. Brady Perkins says if they did a Darth Xana book, it would outsell all of the Disney books. Yeah.
I was about to say it would definitely sell very well. Yeah.
It would be a Disney book now, but it would definitely probably outsell. I mean, they want to try to push a lot of these things like, oh, more female stuff, more this, more that. There's your character. Well, but then again, we don't want them to keep taking all these expanded universe characters, do we? We don't have to keep twisting them and changing them up. Just come up with something new.
Yeah.
It is what it is now these days, and it kind of sucks. He's on the back of Outbound Flight. He is? I don't remember that. I remember loving Outbound. Outbound Flight was awesome. That's such a good book. You need to read that one, Adam.
You know, I actually almost bought it the other day. I remember seeing it on the shelf, like at this bookstore, and I may have bought something else. I was wanting to go back. I am trying to collect as many of them as I can, so I just bought a few actually recently. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm planning to get it at some point.
Yeah, because if you're interested in a Thrawn book, that's the one I would say to definitely read. You could just wait on the new stuff to finish off that Thrawn trilogy, and then get to it later on, maybe.
My friend Tanner, who was on the Paper Movies Batman, yeah. He actually referred to this Heir to the Empire. He said, "Gonna start reading the true episode 7."
Yeah. That's what it was. Back in the day, that was episode 7.
Yeah, to me right now, when it comes to Legends, like the episode 7 for me was Dark Empire, because whenever I first heard about The Force Awakens coming out, I was just like, I want to read like what happened after in Legends,
Mm-hmm.
kind of get, and I've always wanted to read that one, so I ordered it, and I liked it, and
Yeah.
just kind of wanted to see how it kind of compared to the new canon stuff, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's some influences, like stuff they borrowed from Dark Empire, with Palpatine and everything, but
Right. Yeah. There's this YouTube channel that I watch, Red Letter Media.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this review episode where they talk about old movies that they'd watched and just kind of have a little discussion about it. And I can't remember the title of the movie that they're talking about in this last episode, but it was very interesting because it had ties to like Ghostbusters. It had Ivan Reitman was the executive producer on it. Ernie Hudson, the guy that plays Winston, was in the movie, and Danny Elfman did the score for it. And there's little hints of the Ghostbuster score inside this film. And Harold Ramis actually does a little voiceover in the film. So there's like all these little Ghostbuster tie-ins to this movie. And the main villain was this like humanoid robotic guy that was on a crane, much like Darth Sidious was in episode 9. So it's like all this stuff ties into this movie. It was really interesting, very interesting and weird. But the movie that they said it just basically was a flop. It was a bad film. But yeah, random little nugget there with the Palpatine. Got on a tangent there. But anyway, yeah, I plan on reading some more books. Might have to go over to that Star Wars timeline.net and check out some Heart of the Jedi.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah.
I am trying to get through the expanded universe. I've already read, Dawn of the Jedi. I reviewed that one. That was my first Star Wars review, actually. And I've read Death Troopers for Halloween. But I'm going to try to go pick up where I left off and go in order. I've read quite a few Legends books. I'm just going to probably... I'm trying to go as best by the Legends timeline as So I'm starting off in the Old Republic, and I think next is Lost Tribe of the Sith. Because I know that sometimes the stories themselves are like at a different point in time. I'm just gonna go. I guess I'm just going in book order.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of dabbling into a lot of franchises lately.
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes you just got to focus on one, but you don't want to get burnt out, so you got to transition over to other things. That's, I think, what I like about this James Bond stuff is it's such a different break than anything, and I've got 4 of them down. I'm going to take a break from that for a little bit. I'm going to push out these Star Wars canon books, 2 of those, dabble back in my fantasy book, read a couple chapters, and then probably have to move on to something else like Hook, the next book in the Paper Movies book club, which that book, me and Jeremy were kind of talking about it a little bit. It intimidates me for some reason.
Yeah, I was at work when you guys were talking about it, and
Yeah.
I saw your messages. I'm just like, I mean, why did you guys say it intimidates you? Is it just
I
because
don't know. It's just there's so many questions that I have from the film, which me and my wife did a live stream talking about it. If you guys haven't watched it, do so. Or I was going to talk about this later, but I do have the TheGeeksAttic podcast where I've put a couple streams that I liked over there in audio format, which is one of me and Adam talking about novelizations, and the other one is me and my wife talking about the movie Hook. And then there's going to be some other exclusive, like just little short podcasts over there. It's available in all podcast forms, but just random stuff that we talk about over there. Just check it out. You might like it. Some of the stupid stuff that I talk about that I'm not going to be talking about here. But there's so many questions that I have after me and my wife had that discussion about Hook that better have answers in the novelization, or I'm going to be pissed.
I'm looking at the novelization now, and I'm just like, it's a short book, but it's also kind of looks like it's going to be like it's short in pages, but like the font and the print font size.
Yeah. I thought I had a copy up here with me, and I don't. I thought, isn't the fonts, it's smaller, and then margins are a lot smaller too?
Yeah.
So here. It's like, yeah, that freaks me out a little bit. And it's Terry Brooks, who did Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I actually heard that, and I think it was Jeremy that told us that they had to, like, convince him to, like, come back to write the Phantom Menace, because I heard he had a horrible time writing this book. Yeah. So I'm kind of wanting to.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if we'll see any of that agitation in reading it. So.
Yeah, most of the guys, you just got to go over to Paper Movies this month and check it out, and we have that discussion. I'm looking forward. Or that's next month. Next month we talk about that. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think. Got to start thinking what we're gonna do the last quarter of the year over there.
Yeah, we have some ideas, and it's really cool also that we actually have.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to mention that in a second.
It's really cool that, speaking of Paper Movies, we actually have the author of someone who's written quite a few novelizations. He's written, Dark Knight Rises, Man of Steel, Daredevil. He's written the Godzilla 2014 novelization. He's following our channel now, and I'm just like, that's really awesome.
Yeah, he's actually in our group that we have on Facebook. Really cool. And we might have something in the works with him in the future coming on the channel, and really hoping that works out, and then we can do that for people over there. Cool stuff. A lot of fun. Small Time was making a comment here that there's a lot of good stuff out of print over on that Star Wars timeline.net. I keep forgetting.
That's what I think. Star Wars Timeline.net, and I thought that originally it was like a link to the YouTuber. Star
Wars Timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But yeah, there's a lot of reading going on. I'm excited about it. It's fun. It's addicting.
Yeah. I'm trying to also. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So every time I go to the bookstore, I'm like, I got to get something. I got to get one of those. Got to get one of those. I got a bunch of books over here. I've got 3 stacks over here of things that I need to film for book hauls. And those stacks, I like to do my book haul videos by like 5 books each. There's probably 5 videos right there. So
I'm actually about to do a big video, and because I promised on Paper Movies, I'm gonna hold myself to it. If I ever reached 150 novelizations, I will do a collection video, and I recently did. So not sure how I'm gonna do it, like where I'm gonna start first and everything. But I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, like movie reviewers, like they'll
Mhm.
do a movie collection haul of their Blu-rays or DVDs, and like sometimes those videos take hours.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy.
and I'm probably anticipating mine will probably be like within an hour and a half, but it's it's going to be a fun process because I'm trying to like I might start off with like the new stuff that I got, and then like, okay, here's all the other stuff I got,
Yeah, I did a
So
couple of those. I did maybe a year ago. I did a second, updated version of like my novelization book haul, and of course, or not haul, just novelization collection. And of course, since then, it's like doubled. And in that video, I included all of the Star Wars novelizations, which I know you're gonna have you have those in your novelization stack, but I have them on my just strictly Star Wars shelf, and I'm like, I don't need any more copies in a novelization section. Um, I don't have any more room to put those anyway.
to this day, one of my favorite moments of your collection videos is when you pick up the 2016 Ghostbusters and you're just like, Ghostbusters 2016, and then you just drop it to the floor.
Yeah, such a bad book.
I'm
Probably should have
still,
treated. I
I'm sorry,
probably should have
what?
treated. I probably should have treated that book with a little bit more respect because it's probably going to be worth a lot of money one of these days. It's
Like the
like,
Catwoman novelization I got you?
yeah, it's like you're gonna look it up and it's gonna be like $1,000 book for some reason.
You're gonna be like, when you sell that, just be sure to delete that video of you punting it across your yard and
Kicking it,
everything.
yeah, yeah. That's still my favorite review. I don't think it'll ever get any better than that. Got to step up my game. Kicking it, yeah, I get it.
That was
But
a
people,
kickoff to your reviews, yeah.
yeah. I want to go over a quick question with Adam here in a second. A little goofy thing we were talking about. It's so random, and maybe go a little bit more deeper into it. But I wanted to say about the Star Wars stuff. These new books. A lot of you know, the ones that have been watching my stuff for a while, know that Daniel Jose Older and Justina Ireland, both authors of these new books that I have in my hand, I strongly disliked the books that they've published recently a lot. And I'm not going to let that affect the way that I read these books. Okay? I want people to know that when I read a book, I want to like it. I want to enjoy it, even if it's by an author that I don't want to read. But I'm going to try to disconnect myself from my feelings toward the author and their previous work and just sit back and try to hope for a good story. So, honesty is key here at the TheGeeksAttic. But I have another podcast that I developed. I'm trying to keep it separate from this, and it's going to have different type of content mostly. Talk about books a little bit differently over there. I'm going to try to keep it the same but different. If that makes sense. Not going to be as much content as this. It also has a YouTube channel, so if you guys wanted to either go listen to it or watch it, it's a Tuscan Reader. So Tuscan Reader, Star Wars book reviews. Again, podcasts everywhere. Quality's better on that one than it was on the TheGeeksAttic podcast because I'm not recording it on my phone. Because microphones on phones aren't the best. But random question, Adam. We were talking the other day, and just like random. Me and my wife went and looked at a different house. We were talking about doing real estate or possibly just like moving out to country a little bit. And the house looked a little run. It was a fixer upper. Okay. But when we went and looked at it, it's definitely one of those houses that just needs to be condemned, flattened, started over because it was horrible. It reminded me of the house in Silence of the Lambs, like just weird setup, like a room. You'd go in the room, but then there's also a shortcut from a closet in a hallway that like was a real narrow opening that you could get through. It seemed like a creeper type thing, and it made before I went and checked it out, I even asked Adam, I was like, hey, would you live in a house if you knew that the people that lived there before were murdered in it? And Adam, what is your answer? What would you do? Would you move into that house?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just like, like, hey, if it's a good price, then I mean, it'd be kind of a fun conversation starter for when, you invite guests over and everything. It's just like, I think I saw a ghost in your house. Like, oh yeah, that's Frank,
Yeah. He lived here before we did.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Yeah. And you just casually take a drink like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he died. How's the cheese? I'm moving to the country, going to eat me a lot of peaches. Yeah, good song.
I actually
a lot of cows.
I asked my wife that though when you asked me.
Yeah,
and she was like, "No,
no."
It's like,
go ahead.
She's like, "It's like, what if it might be haunted?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, that's the point. I mean, but it's just like, but it's cheap,
Yeah, you could rent a room out and. Like, oh, the haunted room, $30 a night if you want to stay over in that.
I was gonna say it'd be a good business idea too. Just be like, hey, want to stay in a haunted house for a night and everything, and be the envy of all your friends and everything.
Yeah, I mean, me and my wife, we have Discovery Plus, and we just watched this big documentary on the Amityville house. It was a good documentary. And that's kind of like the thing that sparked, it's like, would you live in a house somebody were murdered in? And I would say the same as you. It's like, yeah, I mean, we're just this crude matter. We disappear. The body dies. The spirit goes on. Unless there's like, I don't know, someone sacrificing someone to the devil. That might be a little bit different. Like, I don't know if I want to be where someone's trying to summon the demons or the devil into the house, but I mean, there's weird stuff that happens here. You can call me crazy. In this house that we live in, there's been some weird things that have happened here, and the guy that lived here before, the lady that lived here before, she was married, and he got sick apparently real bad and died, but they didn't say that he died here. And I love Ghostbusters. Do I believe in ghosts? No. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is where I might lose subscribers. Is I think there's angels and demons out there, of course. The ghosts, nah. I don't think we stick around and like, ooh, I'm going to move your stuff. And, like just things float around like, oh, there's the remote. But things I think can linger around and do weird things. I've seen weird shadows here, especially upstairs where I'm at right now. It gets creepy, but I didn't, I'm not going to run away.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry.
You okay?
Me and my wife have been watching this YouTube channel. It's called The Darkest Secret, and it's just ghost videos type stuff. It's just kind of fun to get your kind of gives you chills every now and then because we're like, is that real or is it fake? But and most some of the stuff I saw looked really fake. But it's those that look. There's also some ones that I'm like also convinced like I don't know that doesn't look like it was tampered with in any way. But yeah, that's just kind of the I'm kind of with you. Like if there was like devil sacrifice or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah. You guys like go, yeah, there's goat blood all over the wall. Like, why is there goat blood on the wall?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't know how to explain that. So
yeah. See, small times, any of us could be living on an Indian burial ground without knowing it. Yeah. So just be careful where you bury your cat.
Oh, wasn't that a Stephen King book? Oh, yeah.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
The Geek Haunted Attic.
Hey, that's a cool idea for a Halloween special.
The Haunted Attic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could actually go into the attic, which is right over there, and film. There is a video that I posted on my channel where I'm in the attic. I was doing something for the expandeduniverse.com. I
Oh, and
was
you had your gun and
cover-
everything.
I was covering their the Waru was tampering with the voting on the expanded universe tournament that was going on, and yeah, I pull out a gun and jump out of the attic. That was a fun video. I had to release that on the channel because it was like, oh, that's so good. I've got to share that one with everybody.
It was great. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty
Yeah,
great.
thank you.
Yeah, it's just like you should film reviews in the attic, and then you come out, and your wife's like, "Why are you sweating so much?" Just like in the attic again, you
Yeah, in the attic. Maybe
know.
I'll do that. I'll burn some burning a candle might not be the best idea up there in
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah, like make it even hotter.
Burn it down. All dry insulation.
Yeah, my wife actually asked me like the random question that you did. She asked me one time, and like, if you were to ever see like something weird like Bigfoot or UFOs or ghosts or the Loch Ness monster or something like that, would you ever tell somebody that you saw it or like definitively saw, like without a doubt, like
Right, right.
that's Bigfoot? Like, would you tell someone about it? Just like, yeah, let's just let's leave them alone, you know,
That's a good question. What did you
because
say?
I said if I saw something like that, I would probably be like, yeah, you know what, I'll leave them alone because that's kind of fun because you get some of the mystery in the world. Sometimes you lay in bed and you're like, wow, is like are UFOs real or something like that? And it's just a little fun way to make fun mysteries in life.
Yeah, yeah, like Sasquatch. Like it is funny to think like if I did see it for real, if it was there and I did see it, would I tell somebody? I mean, it's like sound like a crazy person or sound like a crazy person or not. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna
It's
believe you.
it's also like sound like a crazy person, but be that one guy that does know.
Yeah, it's true. You can't.
And you,
Yeah, nobody will believe you, even if you told them.
yeah, most people nowadays would be like they just see like something staring at them, they just like pull out their
Oh, you frozen, or am I frozen? Got a connection issue.
phone like that and go, "You got me."
Oh, you're frozen.
Uh,
Frozen with a book in your hand. Oh, that's a funny image. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, you're back. You're just like,
And what I was saying was like most people nowadays when they would see like an UFO or Bigfoot or something like that, they would just like have their phone like right there just trying to take selfies with it or something like that.
yeah, trying to get it behind him. Like, oh, yeah, okay. Let me just.
Like,
Hey.
hashtag running for my life.
Oh gosh, it'd be a good discussion sometime. Just get a bunch of people on here to talk about UFOs, spaceships, the supernatural. Good Halloween
Megalodons.
special. Yeah, megalodons. Which that okay. I wouldn't doubt if the megalodon is still around. I'll be the guy that says it. Because the last I heard, like some of those teeth that wash up still look pretty fresh.
Yeah, some of them, from what I've heard too, some of them like megalodons were supposed to go extinct millions of years ago. But yeah, I think they found teeth that were like thousands of years ago.
Yeah,
So
I mean, who's to say it's not lingering down in the deepest parts? They got the giant squid down there. They found, like, legitimately found.
that's one place I would never go is the deepest parts of the ocean. I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay up here.
Yeah, just got to figure out how to like look around down there, get some light. There's got to be a way. I mean, how deep is the earth, the ocean? Do they even know? There's parts that they don't even know, do they?
Yeah, there's some parts you can't even go because like no matter what they try to go down there, like the pressure will crush it. I know that
It's wild.
I know there's like the deepest part that I know is like I think there's something like around 30,000 feet deep or something like that. Which uh
Yeah, yeah. Don't like doing that ocean business. But
And it's
Bond
like,
does. James Bond
but
does.
yeah,
Yes.
it's true. I'll yeah, I'll tell you what I'll tell you what you'll find down in the deepest parts of the ocean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some of that hollow earth business going on.
Yeah, yeah, that was. I remember that. I'll get into that later.
You know, like hollow earth, that whole theory that they have with that stuff, that does kind of seem like that could be a legit thing, though, right? I
It
mean,
was it was very Jules Verne type stuff. Um, uh, what's Journey to the Center of the Earth?
okay. Because I mean, just like we're just a big floating ball in outer space with hot lava and magma, like just at the core. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It'd be fun to get into like these. I like doing those like conspiracy type discussions.
Mm-hmm.
Even like getting weird with it to like just make screw with everybody and make them think whatever what like Bigfoot. Like we could play that. We could play that like Bigfoot's actually real for real. He's real. Not believe anything we're saying. I just think that'd be a fun conversation.
Yeah, like show like a video, just like, oh hey, there's Bigfoot. Like, nah, that's just Adam.
Yeah, that, yeah. There's a
He goes.
Yeti in the bookstore. There's a Yeti. Or Sasquatch. Yeti's in the cold. So then in the winter time it would work.
That's just yeah, just like wear like a Chewbacca jacket or something like that. It's like there's a Yeti. Like, oh, it's just Adam in his jacket. Like,
Dude, I'll do that. If you do that, I'll go up to the guy at the counter like, sir, um, there's a Sasquatch in your store. You might want to call the cops and the news.
actually, what would be great is this: you actually get this guy on film doing that. Just be like, sir, there's a Sasquatch, and turn your phone around, just like in between, like the bookshelves. You just see me like sprinting like a Sasquatch and everything, just like looking around and everything.
So everyone knows there are Murlocs from the time machine beneath the planet's surface. I have not. I don't know. It's the time machine. I might have watched an old time machine movie. I don't know. I need to check it out because I remember watching something on TV where there are these creepy little underground creatures. But they were like the size of a normal human, and the people had to run away from them. And there were a whole bunch of them. I wonder if that's what was it. The time machine. Is that what you're talking about? Small time. Is that what I saw when I was a kid? Like, I don't think it was black and white. Maybe it was. They're blue with white hair. That might be it. I want to look that up real quick. So this,
But we are, me and my wife. Speaking of all this, we are planning to go to Scotland at some point.
that's awesome. You know
Yeah.
what? I just looked up one of these creatures, and I believe that is what I saw when I was a kid. It creeped
So
me
if we,
out.
so if we see any monsters down there, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, do it. Well, I think that might be a good time to wrap it up. It's 10:30, just about. Thought I'd go ahead and maybe try to film one of these other little book hauls so we can have more content up next week if we're not here. Because I think next week we're going to be doing our James Bond discussion, I think.
Oh yeah.
Might be before, but posted same at the end of the month for everybody else. But if you guys on here are participating in the Paper Movies Book Club stuff, send in questions for real on Facebook through our email because we want to address stuff on our show, take questions. And there is a Paper Movies podcast as well. I've been talking a lot about podcasts tonight because they're fun.
They're awesome.
I've
Yeah, they're
discovered
awesome. Yeah.
and they don't burn your battery out on your phone like oh, I want to listen to that conversation or whatever. Just listen to the podcast instead of having the video run on your phone. So yeah, be sure to check out the paper movies. Be sure to check out Adam. Adam, if there's somebody here watching right now that doesn't know where you are, where could they find you?
You can find me at Bryant VRM. I do book reviews, and I'm gonna start doing more film stuff, like film review type stuff, and I post the occasional vlog there too. So yeah, and book calls. So find me at Bryant VRM.
Good, cool. Yeah, here, the TheGeeksAttic on all social media, and the podcast. Don't forget about that because that's fun. I think that's like a new addiction. Because it's like I could do that on my phone on my drive home from work. I just talk about nonsense about Star Wars, and it's crappy audio. Like I said, it's on my phone, but it's exclusive content for your ears. And the Tuscan Reader, a new thing, which I'm proud of the logo. I really like the logo and the name. I was like, it does scream Star Wars. So go check that out everywhere and share it with your friends if you have them.
I was gonna say there's a guy in Godzilla versus Kong that records podcasts from his car too on his way to work and everything. So
He does.
he was actually my favorite character in that whole movie.
Yeah, me too. Bernie is his name.
Mad Truth is what they call him in the novel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. About the Titans. It's good stuff. We're going to have some good conversations about that sometime too. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And we'll catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.